Hey guys, happy Monday. Hopefully you all had a good restful weekend as you were finishing up both your Module 3 assignment and then also the final discussion board. Thank you so much. All 9 of you turned in your homework assignments on time, and you guys were all active in the discussion board. So I'm really excited, so much so that I actually couldn't keep up with you guys this time, embarrassingly to say. With that being said, you guys just finished up Module 3, and you are now in Module 4, which is Critical Appraisal. And I hope that you guys kind of see the ordering of the class and the way that it's set up. You start off with this PICO question, this generalized PICO question. And some of you have already refined that PICO question based on the Module 2 Searching the Literature. Some of you guys have added new research articles based on the levels of evidence module. So you can see how the modules are set up such that you're always building upon what you have. And some of you haven't changed your PICO question, or some of you kept the research articles that you had initially, and that's fine too. I hope that what you got out of Module 3 is that not all evidence is created equally. In other words, you have your case series, which are very low-level research, and then you have your randomized control trials, your systematic reviews, and your meta-analyses, right, that are more high quality in nature. One thing that I really wanted to maybe just clarify, and I think Tanya said it best in her discussion board, was that even though we really want the highest quality evidence, it is okay to use prospective randomized controlled trials. It is okay to include cohort studies. In fact, for your critical appraisal topic in this class, you actually want to use the lower level evidence. And what you actually want to do is you want to take that lower level evidence, you want to appraise it, and then you want to make a clinical decision based on the lower level evidence that's being presented in the research literature. So while, yes, systematic reviews and meta-analyses are the highest quality research, when you are forming a clinical question, if there are too many systematic reviews or too many meta-analyses in your given topic, then maybe it's time to consider a change in the question that you're actually asking. With that being said, as we start to transition into Module 4, and for the next 4 weeks of this class, your major focus will be on building your critical appraisal topic. And so I have some really great examples of critical appraisal topics that were turned in during this class last year. And so what I've done is in the course information section of the class, what I've done is actually added in 2 samples from students who were included in this class. So sample 1 and sample 2, and one of these samples is actually in review right now at a journal. So all that to say that if you pour into these, sometimes you might get 2 manuscripts out of this if you're doing, let's say, a thesis and a really good, well-written critical appraisal topic. Additionally, a few things that I've done in Module 3, in Module 3, what I've done is I've added your determining the levels of evidence responses. In other words, those responses that you typed into the Google form. That way you can see it and refer back to it as you're building the table for your critical appraisal topics in this class. So again, a lot of work on the front end, but you should be able to copy and paste some of this information into the table that you'll use for your critical appraisal topic in this class. And then last but not least, as we venture into Module 4, there will be some differences in the types of assignments you're doing, because part of critical appraisal is about not only your critical appraisal of your research articles, but also having a peer look at that article and critically appraising it, and then kind of comparing your scores that you got with another peer's scores. And so what we see in critical appraisal is that it can be sometimes relatively subjective. And one of the ways to get away from the subjectivity of critical appraisal is to have a peer also evaluate your research articles. So there might be some clunks with the peer evaluation portion of the assignment. If you have any issues, please let me know right away. I'm pretty responsive. But as we go into Module 4, what I wanted you guys to see is that because it is a robust assignment and because it will take a lot of time, number 1, open that assignment up and see what's being required of you so that you can literally plan out your week and plan time to actually do this assignment. It is time consuming because it does require you to actually read your research articles and to really critically appraise them using the critical appraisal scale that's appropriate for your research article. So what I've done is I've given you a sample of a student who turned in their work and their work was just flawless. So now you have a sample of what the assignment should look like. Hopefully that will guide you as you start your own assignment in this class. And so all that to say, I hope that you're enjoying this class as much as is possible. It's an online course. I feel like I said that every announcement, but I'm hoping that the engagement and the learning that's occurring in these discussion boards between you and your peers has been something that's been enriching. It's been awesome to look in the discussion board and see the level and the quality of responses and suggestions that all of you have made. And so I hope that that continues into Module 4. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will be doing a Google Hangout conference with Cassie and maybe even Ray on Wednesday at 9 o'clock in the morning. So if you'd like to join us, please send me an email. Basically, I'm going to help them refine their PICO question and maybe talk about ways in which we could maybe create a new PICO question that might facilitate a really good critical appraisal topic in this class. Thank you so much for your time. Really hope you guys have a good rest of your week.